You're watching PTV.
I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
Oh, wow. I didn't touch anything. Hello, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. Do you want to run it again, Ben?
No.
Nah, it's all
I
right.
don't like that anyway, so.
Yeah.
We were supposed to change it.
We are going to change it. We just have to make time to make that video edit. So
Okay.
and it takes a long time to do an intro like that. Anyway, hi everyone. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
And Sherry is not with us tonight.
No, inclement weather. She decided to chill out with the grands.
Okay, yeah. You have to break it down. Sherry is actually visiting her kids in the Sacramento area, and the inclement weather that Doug is referring to is the nasty rain and wind that we've been dealing with the past couple of days. They may have a window of opportunity tomorrow where the weather isn't as disruptive as it has been the past couple of days.
Yeah.
So
Everybody should know about
Sherry
our
will make
weather.
her way
When
home.
California gets weather, it should make worldwide news.
You know,
we don't get weather.
we in California are such wimps when it comes to weather. We really are.
We don't.
Well,
So
see,
we're
the
supposed
thing
to have
is-
tornado warnings today. It was weird.
Yeah, but I don't doubt Tom and Sherry's ability to get home on the road. It's everyone else around them that I'm concerned about because everyone drives around here like a maniac.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is going without saying anymore these days.
We got to promote somebody real quick. Anybody in the Concord area want to have barbecue fabulous lunch?
Oh my gosh, Chili Willy is here.
Yes.
Here's Chili Willy. This is an associate of Doug's, and
Associate makes me sound like old and
well, here, Ben, I'm going to cover this up. Take a look at this, everyone. You got to see this.
you gotta buy this food. Oh, that's really big.
Yeah, you got to see this. This
Go to Concord.
This is a pop-up that Doug is doing right now, or not?
Well,
Doug,
I
not Doug.
designed
Willie
the
is doing a
flyer.
pop-up. Doug designed the flyer.
You want Smokehouse Barbecue? Go to Concord in the parking lot of the Parking Shop on Market. So go buy the meats. Go look at the meats. Hold up. Look at that meat.
Look at this meat. This is
the steel.
Willie's specialty. He does barbecue. He makes awesome sides as well. There's mac and cheese and salad as well as baked beans. But I'll tell you,
He does great smoked meat.
and the prices are incredible too. So
I mean, he truly has the meat.
so you know,
So if you're in Concord in California, Thursday or Friday, hop on over.
and by the way, high praise from Richard, the Orlando guy. When he was here visiting for the Christmas Forest, he got a sample
Leftovers.
of the what was
Pulled
the
pork.
the pulled pork, as well as the sweet heat barbecue sauce that Willie makes. And Richard has had barbecue all over the country, and he says this is the best sweet heat barbecue sauce he has ever had. And Willie will be selling that later this year as it's going into production right now.
Yeah, it's taking time. You know how
So
kind of taking time.
when that happens, we
We will let you know.
we will let you know
and
when
how
that
you
sauce
can
is
buy
available.
it throughout the country.
Yes, exactly. So you don't want to miss out on that.
Sup, Benji.
So Willie,
Sup, everybody.
everyone, it is great to have you all with us tonight. President's Day. It was actually an opportunity for me to take a nap today. That felt good.
I was doing some work, but I can. I have that life
Yeah, he does.
because it doesn't really matter. Well, there was this. We had to get this project done.
Well, yeah, that's true. But we can go ahead and if you want, we can. Yes, Doug.
So I don't care about the background. I just want the meat to look good.
Yeah, Doug is amazing.
I do toot my own horn at times.
Okay, there it is. Foxhall says he needs a Dougism. He's been Dougism deprived.
Oh, good grief. Hello. It's Family Day in Ontario today on Family Day.
That's what
It sounds very Canadian.
that is true. They're from Canada, so
They're from Canada. They're good people.
yes, they are definitely.
They're probably just dying how we felt about an American British woman in Austin.
Yeah. So we will be sharing that in a bit, but at first, it's time to make a cocktail. Okay. I am making a mudslide.
I can't tell you how many I've drank of those suckers. Oh my god. Those and Black Russians. Oh.
Yeah.
The 90s. My partying days.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start by making this
CYNTHIA is here.
Hello, Cynthia. So I am going to go ahead and start by getting this shaker filled with ice.
You guys can't believe how heavy that piece of glass is. It's lead crystal. It's called heavy AF.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the recipe calls for vodka, Kahlua, Irish cream, and also heavy cream. I'm going to start with heavy cream since I've already got that in my little jigger.
It's going to coagulate because it's really very thick.
That's fine. I can go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in some Irish cream, an ounce of this, and get that in the glass. And then an ounce of Kahlua goes into the glass. This is a wonderful rum and coffee liqueur that a lot of people like. Very Hawaiian in nature, which is interesting.
No, it has a Mayan temple on it. That's Mexican.
A lot of people consider it Hawaiian. Even
Kahlua?
though it is. Well, it's from Veracruz.
Yeah, it's from Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I've been to Mexico and I felt like it was Canada. I mean, Canada. Californian.
And then I'm going to start.
No, when you go to Mexico, you feel like you're not leaving the country because California is very Mexican, like in a lot of different ways.
So it's like South California.
Yeah. I mean, when I was in Mexico, I'm like, gosh, this feels really like.
Okay.
Well, because they were all built the same way.
Vodka or a huge bottle.
Oh, big old Costco.
From Costco.
I heart Costco.
I'm going to go ahead and put this shaker now together.
Oops.
And shake it up. Oh, let me also get some ice in my glass. Okay. So here we go. Shaking up a mudslide. Now there are options. You can put shaved chocolate on top.
And all those kind of...
You can also garnish it by putting a lot of chocolate syrup around the glass.
Willie's highly amused by all this. You should.
This actually looks a little like a Nesquik Light.
It's light, yeah.
Light.
Willie, Arnie, and Doug are the ones with the full bar. If I have a glass of wine here once a month, that's actually a lot for me. I'm not very much.
Make some more catatonic.
Here's a mudslide.
It's like melted ice cream that's spiked.
Yeah, spiked ice cream. This. Do you want to sip?
Yeah, since Richard's not here, I'm gonna go yell at.
He may be watching, so who knows?
Oh, I don't mind having sloppy seconds on this. Okay.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'll tell you.
I had a drink tonight. It might put me to sleep. These two, I mean, I'm definitely a lightweight too, but these two are serious lightweights. Like, you guys just don't drink.
No.
We fantasize over the concept of drink.
Yeah.
We use more like telepathy. We just have it out. Knowing we can drink it, but we don't. But it's cool to have. No, we have a whole bar cart that's, I look at it, I'm like, this stuff has been here for years. Years. But I found a way to keep simple syrup a long time.
Yeah, he just figured that out.
I just found that in one of my tiki groups.
Oh? How do you keep simple
syrup? Syrup is equal parts water, sugar.
Yeah.
You put a half an ounce to an ounce of vodka in it. And once you put alcohol in anything, it basically have mass, and you keep it in the refrigerator, you could keep it up for years. So I already figured that out.
So I'm like, alcohol stabilizes it?
Yeah, and it's such an infinitesimal amount of alcohol in it. Vodka is a non-flavored thing.
See, now Willie does like the different coffees. He says, let's start making with different coffees to make.
Okay, then let's start making different coffees.
Someone that would want to do that would be Jim of More Sunshine, please.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Jim does his show every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And when he does, he's usually drinking at least a cup of coffee while he does his show. And yes, Donna is right. The vodka acts as a
It
preservative for it.
is.
So.
You don't really think about
Okay.
that little bit of alcohol. So,
But as long as I've got alcohol in my hand, it is time for us to
For
go ahead
Hallmark.
and move forward. We can go ahead and take a look at a movie review, the latest coming from Hallmark Channel.
Informed you thusly.
I could drink those all night.
I informed them
mudslide is just fantastic. Okay.
That and Black Russians, like I said.
I got this
The 90s.
particular description. I took this description from IMDb.
Oh,
Harriet,
period.
who thinks that no man compares to Mr. Darcy, is transported into Pride and Prejudice and gets an unexpected chance to find out, starring Eliza Bennett and Nicholas Bishop.
Yeah.
It's an interesting name, Eliza Bennett, because the heroine in Pride and Prejudice is Elizabeth Bennett.
Yeah, they use the same last name.
But, the thing is...
So, she seriously has never been in a Hallmark movie. She's super British. And she played an American exquisitely.
Yeah. The picture you see below Ben says, "Marry me." And that is because her fiance, well, her
Boyfriend.
his name is Ethan.
Ethan.
Ethan proposes to her in the very beginning of the film. They've been together for 3 years. And she says, maybe.
Yeah, she kind of...
And the reason why she said maybe is because she's always got this thinking in the back of her mind that there's got to be her Mr. Darcy out there. Someone that will just absolutely sweep her off her feet.
Well, she wanted that idea of him in another man.
Okay.
And she kind of wanted an Ethan.
You have to explain who Mr. Darcy is.
I can't
don't.
explain other than the fact that he is the main male character in the story Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah.
Which
There
is
you go.
it's
There you
already there in
It's
the
right
description.
there.
He
Right.
said that she
But-
compares to no real man. Or that there's no real man that compares to Mr. Darcy.
Yeah, we were already talking about it. She's in Pride and Prejudice, and Mr. Darcy is
So
in Pride and Prejudice.
she goes out with her friends that night and says, I don't know what I'm doing. Do I love this guy? What if Mr. Darcy's out there? She sees a shooting star, wishes on that star for her Mr. Darcy, and
Passes out in a Prius.
and
And then
then
goes through this whole teleportation dream sequence.
when she passes out, she ends up
In a Prius.
in 19th century England in the story of Pride and Prejudice, where she knows all the characters, she knows what's going to happen to all the characters, but kind of like the butterfly effect, her presence ruins the story and things start to fall apart. So she has to correct everything. I found this to be a rather interesting take on the story. Ben, what did you think?
I thought it was amusing. I've never read Pride and Prejudice. I've seen bits and pieces of movies based on Pride and Prejudice, but it was a charming film.
Yeah, I found it to be rather charming too. Doug, what did you think?
And I loved it. Even again, I never read in a single Jane Austen. But I felt like, again, you didn't have to. I mean, you would probably enjoy it probably even more, probably, if you read the book or watched the movies. But I felt like I was following it quite well by never watching any of them. I thought they did a really good job keeping me entertained. I giggled. I thought she was good playing an American. And they had all right to make fun of the Americans because we are that weird. So their little snips of oh, she's odd or she slipped on something. She's American.
We heard.
I mean, that's true. Please, we are not special.
We heard the phrase "strange creature"
Yes,
more than once.
We could be strange creatures. I thought I did a very, very good job. I liked it. I really, really, really did.
The first thing I noticed about this movie is that it also had an animated credit.
Oh, I know.
The opening credits were also animated, just like the other two films in this same series of Jane Austen films.
Yeah, I mean, it was good.
But this didn't fall into the whole thing about some guy being in tech.
No, there was no tech bro.
And her being a literary nerd that just falls in love with the tech guy.
Well, she's a literary nerd because she worked as a librarian.
Well, not just that. She's also an author.
Yeah, she couldn't find her,
Aspiring author.
Yeah, she has severe writer's block. But there was one scene I liked where she's like, okay, do we have to walk through the long field? Can't we just go? She knew how the movie was going to go. She was going to try to change it.
She knows the story. Yeah.
Like, oh, no, we're going to be walking through the field and getting our clothes wet.
And this is, oh, okay. So we're going to get our clothes muddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was one point towards the end of the film where characters started to align with the actual story.
Yeah.
And her reaction of, it's about time.
Yeah.
It really was amusing.
And she's super British. She's done a lot of British shows, never a Hallmark movie. But they are 3 for 3. They are kicking it out of the park,
So
Hallmark.
Danielle said that I
liked
knew we
her
were in for
break.
something fun.
I liked her
And
breaking.
She broke the fourth wall right at the beginning. She did.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right away she started that one. And then Paul, I'm really surprised how good February is going on Hallmark. I
my
watched
God.
it twice, and that really helped with understanding it as understanding the film. 4 Ben burritos, of course. That is equivalent to 8
gold
gold
crowns,
crowns.
which
Yeah,
is what I
I
gave it.
I gave it, what did we give it, an 8 or 9?
Yeah.
I gave it a 9.
John, we had no idea that she was a British actress until we did our research and found she does an American accent very
Oh,
well.
yeah. She's super British. But yeah, they,
And
she's
there's Mr. Sunshine.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
up, Jim.
Hello, Jim. Yeah, his show's tomorrow night, 4
So
p.m.
yeah,
Pacific.
I'm blown away. I'm snaps to Hallmark. I mean, they
It's-
are.
It's
doing
been a
well.
nice month of film so far, and I'm looking forward to next Saturdays as well.
Yes.
What is? We were talking about it. It's the
Sense and Sensibility.
Sense and Sensibility is part of the Mahogany films that they
Oh
do.
yes. Okay, we'll see how. Yeah, that kind of.
And I'm looking forward to their take on that story.
I think there's another film premiering right now tonight on Hallmark, so we will be reviewing that one as well. I was not aware of it, but I just saw a commercial on hallmarkchannel.com for, I believe it's something called A Taste of Love, starring Erin Cahill. So that's
She's good
Erin
people.
Cahill.
the film is from 2021, but has never been shown on Hallmark. So we're gonna give it a shot and see what it's like. Of course, we'll be watching that on Friendly, so we'll just DVR, activate our DVR on Friendly TV, and we'll watch that film. So we will do that.
I loved watching this one. We watched the Hallmark movies and
we
we
needed-
do much party.
we
We
might-
might be rusty in our criticism.
Yeah.
No, it's like riding a bike. You don't forget.
And Michelle, you're right. It is Erin Cahill's movie tonight. She
like her.
She plays a cook who has a television show on the Culinary Channel, and she's bored with what she has to do because she's always making finger food. She wants to make, extravagant dishes, things like that. So we will be watching that one later. It's on right now, but we're going to watch that later.
I'm sure there's going to be a scene. She's going to be walking through the kitchen with a tray, and she's going to bump into her guy, and food's going to fly everywhere.
Yeah,
That's going to happen. I would laugh if
I'm
I
sure
do watch
Daniela
it.
would love that one
Oh,
from
she'll be just
Hit or Miss Hallmark movie reviews. So anyway, that is our take on An American in Austin, and I give that one 9 gold crowns.
9
out of 10.
again.
Definitely
Yeah,
a hit.
I gave it 8. I wouldn't necessarily say that it kept my attention as much as the previous 2 films, but it was still a solid movie.
Yes, we know.
Despite
We know.
that, you know. She does despise
And the
that.
mechanics are also very irritating.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
It's a typical tired cliche way of
Oh, the tropes.
trying to introduce characters, just have them bump into each other.
Hallmark is like Mad Libs. I mean, they are all the same. You have this pod, and they have all these tropes they put in a hat. They cut them up in strips, and for a movie, they just go inside the hat, pull out the trope, and it's going to be, okay, we're going to do this theme to something.
Each hat has something about a plot point. Like, for instance, they could be some high power person, they could be a party planner, or they could be some wedding planner or something like that. Those are all in one hat. They pick that. Okay, that's what the person does.
Mhm.
And then they move on to, will she stay in the city or go to a small town?
Yep.
That's the next one.
Yep, and
and move on from there.
they are massive regurgitations of tropes, and
But
you know what? We watch them.
we
and
watch
we're
it all.
addicted, So
We watch it all. Okay.
So you don't have to.
no.
Yeah, so you don't have to. Well, yeah, exactly. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here. There are a couple of things that we want to clean up, but go ahead and just watch these couple little spots that we have for you, and we'll be right back. We have a new segment coming up called In the News. You're not going to want to miss that. Keep watching. You've been watching PTV Live. We'll be right back.
We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
PTV Live is moving. Beginning Monday, February 5th, PTV Live will be moving to its new time slot, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Now you can watch Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry every week 90 minutes earlier. Remember, the new time for PTV Live begins on February 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Only on PTV.
I like re-emphasizing that time change, letting people know, because sometimes people don't watch us live because we are on later or used to be on later. And now that they come back to watch the show as a replay, we can then let them know our time has changed. And we are now on at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific live. We love that. Oh my goodness. John made a comment about this was in the movie. A guy offers her his hat, says, I have no money. Please take my hat.
Oh, God.
That was a great little bit in the movie. I loved that.
And Hallmark are like Taco Bell menus. As long as at least I don't have the guilt
They're
afterwards.
made of the same four ingredients. Some of them hit the mark better than others. And yes, Jim.
Yep. We call it Taco Bell guilt.
Definitely.
Every time I eat it, I feel guilty. But at least I don't do that with Hallmark movies.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Cynthia.
we're
Cynthia,
a big fan too.
we're big fans of it being earlier as well. This is really working out well for us too. We're very happy with it. So, everyone, thank you for being with us. I think we should just go ahead and see what's
Right,
new.
yeah,
Let's
what's
check it out.
going
What's new
on?
at Trader Joe's.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
I'm going to present my camera here so that you can get a better look at this bag. It's called Pizza Party. And it look right here. It says Pizza Party in a bag.
Yeah, I don't
This
think
is
so.
new at Trader Joe's.
I'm fascinated by their packaging. Yeah, okay.
Ben, you
A
have
blend
some too.
of
Yeah. I was given a few over the weekend. I was at the Villa for a few hours yesterday.
How does it smell?
smells kind of stale.
Yeah, it smells kind of like stale kettle chips.
Yeah,
but
very
hopefully
stale.
not.
Let's go.
Okay, so these are the description on the bag says a blend of cheese and garlic, pizza sauce, and pepperoni style seasoned kettle cooked potato chips.
I'm gonna have to have another one.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're nothing to write home about.
It's not what I was expecting.
No.
It's a solid chip, but the flavoring isn't exactly what I was expecting.
I can't get past the smell. I'm not a big fan.
I'm
not.
I'm not overwhelmed. I'm not underwhelmed either. It's just it's just there. I mean, they're okay. I'll eat them.
We'll probably
We'll finish the bag, but I don't know that I would buy them again.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a miss from them.
No, they're no sour cream and onion or Dorito kind of feel.
Yeah, exactly. I would just love to have them bring back their nacho cheese tortilla chips.
God.
Oh my God.
still
I
miss
love
those.
good chips like that.
Oh.
They were. I mean,
Well, it was worth a shot at least. So, you know,
we gotta kill the aftertaste.
yeah, let's try something else with another tasting. One of our crew members at Trader Joe's, Matthew, finished the bags and returned the bag.
Oh no, that's one thing about TJ's I love, because if it was like expensive or went south, we can change it. Do
Okay.
you have a little knife?
No, I don't. You can just take a bite of it.
Oh,
But this is
spit it out.
caramel creams with Oreo. We got these at Dollar Tree?
Yeah.
This is a Dollar Tree item, yes.
Yeah, let me go ahead and present the camera again.
It's a taffy kind of thing.
So, yeah. These were from Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Caramel made with Oreo cookie pieces and filled with cream. I doubt they're filled with cream. It's probably like a cream-like food. Okay, Doug, you've had your little bite. Let me try a bite.
It's like they stuffed it with Oreo cream.
Yeah.
And it's very tough.
Ugh. I don't know if I can swallow.
I'm not swallowing.
Excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
It was enough to put them in my mouth. I've had enough of that.
Oh.
Sherry, you dodged a bullet by not having to be here to taste them.
Yeah. Sherry says, I tried the chocolate striped plantain chips from Trader Joe's.
So we're 0 for 2 tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was nasty.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've got another thing to taste tonight, so let's give that one a try.
The best
It is not that. That's from last week.
Best $1.25 thrown in the trash.
Okay, Ben, I'll present your camera. Can you please show what we have to try tonight?
This is the Reese's Caramel Big Cup.
Now, this is usually Jim of More Sunshine Please. This is his territory. He's all about Reese's.
Yeah. I saw a few commercials over the past week for these things, and I was looking all over Target and Walmart and could not find these things. And I don't know if they were set up in an individual place in the store that I missed, but I couldn't find these anywhere. So we happened to be at the Frugal Hoosier yesterday.
I'm going to give that a Dougism, even though...
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though Doug didn't say it.
Ben did get to see some interesting wildlife and creatures there. Not the one that had the no pants. Wow, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a big cup. It's a caramel big cup.
For a reason.
Now, I want to point out this thing has 190 calories. So I'm holding 190 calories.
That's more than a can of soda.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh my gosh. It already smells better than both the past items that we've had tonight.
Okay.
Oh, the satisfying peel.
For Sherry's purpose, 24 total carbs of that.
Can I
There's
cut
one
this?
fiber.
Can I go get a knife?
Yes, go get a knife. Total sugars, 22 grams in the whole cup. 20 grams of those are added sugars. So not friendly for those that are watching their intake of sugar. But let's face it, it's candy. So Doug is grabbing probably a butter knife to see. Oh, Ben, why don't you give it a shot? See what it's like.
Oh, you mean the actual candy?
Yeah, give it a bite.
Yes, I will.
This
Okay,
is
just like any other peanut butter cup. You have to peel away the wrapper just to get to this.
yeah.
Ken only likes peanut butter with jelly. I'm a big fan of Reese's peanut butter cups. So
Well, Ben, what do you think? Oh, that okay.
I love this thing.
I have a little piece that Doug cut off.
Quarter of it.
No, I like Rolos, and that's just chocolate and caramel. But you add the peanut butter into this.
Ben, he thinks you should give Gudetama a bite.
I don't think so.
No, he'd probably just say meh.
That's delicious. That is, you're like, it has a Rolo.
I'll tell you, I am glad that I lined up the food tastings the way I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we ended the food tasting portion of the show on a really, really high note.
This definitely gave me hope that we can buy things that we like.
That's really, really, really good.
Oh, Donna, yes. She's asking a question. Did you hear about the new Reese's frozen banana slices
We haven't
they're
got them.
selling at Costco?
We definitely want to get them, but we want to divide them up. We watched the Deal Guy, and everybody's been going crazy. We just haven't made it to the Costco yet.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
I know.
Yeah, little bits of banana with Reese's around it, dipped
For
in
me,
chocolate.
that would be a reason to go to Costco alone. I would
Yeah.
go for what item specific. Usually you end up paying the Costco tax of $100. You walk in the store, you're paying at least $100. This one, I would go in, make a beeline for the freezer, get those banana slices, and run out.
Oh yeah, no, that was delicious.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah, I have one bite taken of this thing, and I'm going to savor it later on this evening as a dessert after I've eaten dinner. So
Yeah, actually, I will savor it. But the thing is, I will take another bite of it, and that'll satisfy my craving.
Yeah, we won't have the other quarter.
it's really rich.
Days.
It's very rich.
Yeah, I don't know how you sit and eat the whole one, but if you have a healthy pancreas, and go for it.
Sherry, gonna go have a piece of pineapple upside down cake. I should
Oh,
have.
it's delicious.
Megan made the cake. She had the girl helped her make it. The girl's 4 years old now, but the girl helped her make the cake, and she sent us a picture, and it looks delicious. But we don't have that, so
We have a pineapple pan that we put pineapple, soak it with a little rum in the cake.
instead we're gonna
And
get
we put Dole Whip on top of it.
we're gonna get to something here that we did not get around to last week, and my apologies. There were so many things that happened this week to prevent putting out on social media what happened, but we'll get into that here with Cookbook Corner. So, we talked about the cookbook that Doug just got called Bake Your Heart Out.
By this Dan guy. I don't have it.
It's out in the family room right now.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm tired of getting it up.
But it is an A or B situation. We were going to tell you to make a choice of 2 different recipes, and we were going to make it over this week. But the thing is, unfortunately, things came up. We were unable to do things in the kitchen this week. But we will do it this week. But we need your input. So it's going to be A or B. There's Chunky Monkey cupcakes. In this case, it's not going to be cupcakes.
It's going to be a cake.
It's going to be a cake. Or B, salty, crunchy, peanut butter mousse tart. And here's what they look like. There is the cupcakes, but it will be a big cake that Doug makes.
That's like a peanut butter frosting, I believe.
Ugh.
And that is the mousse tart. And that one looks, Ben looked and says, yes, please, both of them right now.
Oh, they're both going to be taken care of. I want to cook a lot. I just don't know which one.
Please let us know in the chat, would you like A, Chunky Monkey cupcakes or cake, or B, salty, crunchy, peanut butter mousse tart?
I think the Chunky Monkey is a banana thing. So my bananas have to get a little bit more ripe. So it's going to be a while.
I've got 3 ripe bananas here that I can get to you.
Oh, okay.
We got some that are just about ready to go south too.
Yeah.
He wouldn't eat them today, so we got bananas.
So we have 4 votes. Any other votes coming in? I've got 4 so far, and everyone is unanimous on their decision. So far, they all want the Chunky Monkey cake.
Looks delicious.
It does. It really does. Of course, cupcakes like that, just like that. And
Yeah.
oh, I like the name Chunky
Oh.
Monkey. It's a new name for my HR at work.
Yeah, with Brian
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Williams. With Brian Williams.
Okay. So Roxanne is also voting for a Chunky Monkey cupcakes. Okay. It's
I
gonna
think
be
it's that one I'll do first.
so it's gonna be the cake. We will make the mousse tart. It's just that we wanted to give you a choice as to which one we were gonna make first. So it's gonna be the Chunky Monkey cake.
Yeah.
So everyone, thank you for.
I like Chunky Monkey ice cream.
Oh, you know what? Good point.
Didn't know there was such a thing. Is it it's a
It's a Ben and Jerry's.
I was gonna say Tom and Jerry's. I'm thinking of it. Oh my god.
Tom and Jerry's ice cream.
Tom and Jerry's.
That's Ben and Jerry's.
It's a Jerry, it's a Tom. There's it's a Barry.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do
He
that.
sounds good.
And
okay.
So A it is. We're gonna do A.
You're not gonna put it on the social webs?
I will go ahead and put it out there on the social webs, but I'm gonna let them know that we're making it, not just.
Oh.
So yeah, it'll be out there on the social webs, as Doug puts it.
On the interwebs, because
There it is.
I hate the word internet. Because why is it that when it's a world wide web? Why can't it be interweb?
Well, it's kind of like an interstate instead of intrastate. It's inter. It's crosses over borders.
Yeah, but it's not a net. It should be
And
the worldwide net.
Like-
I don't know these people. It's been only 30 years it's been around.
Okay.
For the public.
Yeah.
It was public domain April 30th, 1993, and I graduated from high school a month later. So I'm like, I actually went through my whole complete school, high school, and everything before this whole thing of an internet that went to public that people could start using. Because, I mean, sure, there was kind of a thing, but nobody even talked about it when I was in high school.
But now look what we're doing. We're doing a weekly show with the internet.
Yes.
So that's a lot of fun. Why don't we see what they talk about when Sherry's not here?
We don't need a mother hen. We're fine. 3 grown adults can behave.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Well, at least 2.
Oh, Jim just stepped out and missed our Reese's tasting. Went back to watch it. It's definitely a top 10 Reese's product. Oh, that is good to know.
Well, did you go get one? Is that why he left, to go get it? No, I can't read it. I don't have my glasses.
Oh, no, he just stepped away for a second.
Oh, he stepped away. I thought he would go step and go buy one.
Although that, I wouldn't put it past Jim.
Yeah, they're promoting it during the Super Bowl.
But, Sherry may not be here, but that still doesn't mean that we didn't get more crap delivered to our houses. So
we did.
Let's check out what we got. Okay. Ben, you got something delivered to you.
Yeah. The past couple of weeks, I have been using, past few years, I've been using my Apple branded mouse pad, but it has seen its better days. With the light, you can see that there are a few divots, there's a fold, and I have found that my cursor gets stuck on my computer on the monitor where I can't move it as freely as if it were a complete flat surface. So I got a new mouse pad. So it's working well. I was questioning the integrity of the mouse first, and then I looked at my mouse pad. I went,
How did it get so beat up?
I've been taking it around with me to different places, when I work on site. So it hadn't been like this for quite a while. And then all of a sudden I started traveling with my laptop, and I take my mouse with me instead of using the trackpad on the laptop, because there are some things that you actually need a mouse for. And
Oh.
the new mouse pad is very nice. That, and I ordered a couple of books, and the first one came in. What is so funny?
Well, Mars said, they're talking about very thing. Mars said they must fill the minutes of Sherry's craft segment.
Well, Sherry doesn't have to do a craft.
And Paul said, that's still to come, Mar. It may be Doug's medical segment.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah,
But
I've planned it.
I got this new book called Taco USA. This guy who wrote the book is he's a syndicated columnist, and it's kind of about the history of the entry of Mexican food into American culture.
Interesting.
It's always been part of California culture. So
How many YouTube channels have made something like that?
Yeah, well, I actually got the book recommendation from a PBS documentary that I watched on fast food in Southern California, and a lot of the origins of all the restaurants like McDonald's, In-N-Out Burger, Taco Bell, Del Taco, they're all centered in Southern California and spread throughout the country.
yeah.
But there were two books that were recommended, that one and another one that I'm expecting in. It's the story of Glenn Bell, who
Mr. Taco Bell.
Mr.
yeah,
Taco.
who started Taco Bell.
I remember having lunches there at the Glen Bell dining room.
And you have
Yeah.
an affinity for Taco Bell because you work for Taco Bell in the.
You know what? I had an affinity for Taco Bell before I even started working for the company.
Look at that. Sherry left a comment saying, I wanted Ben to do a craft, but it involved the glue gun. We'll do it next week. It's the St. Patrick's Day craft. Yeah, you don't want to have Ben near a hot glue gun.
Mm-mm.
It would be like Alexis. Ew, 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 ew.
But yeah, I'm very interested in reading both Taco USA and the Glenn Bell story. So that book will be arriving sometime this week, I think, or early next week.
Okay, well, I know that we ordered some things because we've been doing some jigsaw puzzles lately.
It's fun.
That's one that we just completed. Right there.
That's going back into our collection.
That's a 1,000 piece puzzle.
On Crayola.
It's
of Crayola,
an amazing, So, the sad thing about it, it didn't smell like crayons. It just smelled like paper. I'm like, I was doing the whole thing, and I was making them laugh because I was putting it together. I'm like, what would it be like if we put it together and it actually smelled like crayons?
Julio, Sherry is here.
Yeah, she's in another part of the state.
She's just away this night. She will be back next week, and Sherry says that she lost her mind doing that one. I liked it. That was pretty fun. She
lost her mind.
She did a Crayola puzzle like that.
Yeah. Now, do you have any footage? Do you have the actual tray there, or?
Yeah,
We're
actually,
getting to that.
yeah, I'm getting to that right now. Let me go ahead and show that because we have this new thing here.
Doug and I have started working on a lot of jigsaw puzzles. We just recently bought this turntable, complete with drawers for holding puzzle pieces. But we found that the drawers were not big enough to hold all the pieces. So we've started using other
I hope you
things
can
that we've
hear
had in the
this.
past, but
It's a little
this
low.
one I've used on another puzzle keeper. But the puzzle pieces, while they don't really slide off easily because of the felt backing, there is no edge here to keep it on the tray, so sometimes they will fall off. I'm not liking the solution, so Doug and I decided to go ahead and we bought some sorting trays, puzzle sorting trays. Here's the box. We just got this from Amazon, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Sort, Stack, Store. It's from a company called Tidy Boss. Eight trays.
Yeah, Tidy
10
Boss.
by 10. Comes with a lid. So I'm gonna take a look at these. Open this box and see what they're like.
Mar, you're right. He does.
Starts with thank you a lot. A little QR code. and even an email address if we have issues. So, logo comes with a ribbon. Let me take this ribbon off.
They wrapped it in a ribbon in the box.
Oh,
It was
gotta take
cool.
it out of the box. So, I'm gonna need both hands for that.
I wasn't there. It
The
was
reason we got this puzzle tray.
It's also why my voice is low on this video.
I was
The one that I
asleep.
had prior, it's on the floor over here, right? That gray spot right there on the floor. It wasn't as big as this one, and we've been doing puzzles that have longer dimensions. So this one handles a puzzle that is 24 by 30 very easily with a little space on the side for extra pieces to lay out, but that still wasn't enough space. So we bought these sorting trays, Tidy Boss. And I guess this is like a protective coating on just the top of the thing. Let me see.
Yeah, I didn't pull it off because it was very
That's
loud to
just
pull
the
off that plastic. And I didn't want to wake Doug up.
And all
They're
the
10 by
trays
10.
are all the same.
And they stack
Stack
nest.
on top
They're
of
like
each other.
nesting
They
dolls,
fit
except that they
snugly
stack on top
together.
of each other to fit perfectly.
And they're light.
nice, actually.
And they're
And I
all
like
one
the fact
color,
that
so
the
it's
tray
great to
is
put all your
white,
puzzles and you could build
so you
on
can
them.
see all the colors.
Because
I
you
saw
need
other
pods
trays
sometimes.
on Amazon and other websites. But colors of red, yellow, blue, all the colors of the whole rainbow, that would be distracting for the puzzle pieces when you're actually trying to see what they look like.
So rather than the different colors, the
No
white is the
problem
best thing
with
for the
seeing it on a
background.
white background. I'm liking the size of these trays. They're very easy to hold, very, very light too. And that they stack on top of each other. That's going to make it easy for picking up the puzzle very quickly if you have guests coming over and you need the table. I am guessing I'm really going to like these. I think we made the right decision. This is from Tidy Boss. I would highly recommend these trays if you're doing a lot of puzzles and you need places to put the puzzle pieces. I guess that's it for this.
So that's it.
Well, the tray, it's wood. It rotates. Bzzz. And then it also stands up like an easel.
Yeah.
So if you need to present something, it's a very cool thing.
Yeah, we like that puzzle keeper.
We've had a few questions in the chat regarding the puzzle tray. First of all, someone says, do you do anything special with the puzzles when you finish them, or do you just throw them back into the box?
We put them back in the box, actually, because some of them we will keep for ourselves to do them again. Others we donate. We give to friends or family.
We have a neighbor. We'll give it back to family members. So we'll go through neighbors and family members and say, hey, you guys want this? And then if nobody wants it and everything, there is a bookstore. Library. The library created a bookstore, and we just donate them.
Yeah. So.
And they sell the puzzles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so the library needs money. You know, the county can't afford the library in total, so they have fundraisers.
You donate it. It's just kind of like it's a used bookstore, and they take puzzles. And I know people who work there. And so these are like, I've done it once. I'm like, I don't ever need to do this one again.
So
I remember when I was a kid, we would use jigsaw puzzle glue and seal the puzzle.
Yeah.
But we have not done that in years.
The puzzle pieces on the board itself, they're pretty firm. The covering that they have on the wood platform itself is almost very static. It just holds the pieces so they don't slide around.
It's a weird texture where it doesn't grip, but there's no slide. It's not smooth.
Yeah.
So because the puzzles are made like thick pieces of cardboard.
So
it was an amazing thing. So we can rotate it, or you can lift it up on an angle, and it has a little leg.
But I do enjoy doing puzzles like that. So I don't glue them. I take them apart, put them in a box, so we can do them again, or we donate them. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So that's what we got this week. It was just a little spur of the moment kind of decision, and I'm glad we did it because it's fun to have that. And they're easy to stack to get them out of the way when people are coming to visit. So you can have your table.
Well, there's times he saw me when I would do it. I would take a bunch of the pieces and go squirrel away somewhere else. Yeah. And I would have like 20 pieces or 10 pieces. And I would put a little section together on a tray.
And
and then you have all these little pieces all already put together. You're just waiting to put it into the puzzle. And I needed trays.
Diane says she likes the pieces to slide around. The ones on the trays will definitely slide around. It's a very smooth plastic,
that will
so
slide
those
everywhere.
will slide. So,
But it's a great
nice.
reflective because the puzzle pieces, it's all white. So it's like a white sheet of paper.
And Sherry says, for Richard, there's Mod Podge for puzzles. Yes.
That's basically what they use.
Yeah, you can brush Mod Podge on a puzzle and it will keep it. So,
and if we love the puzzle and we wanted it for art, we would put it up. Our house does not have walls. What I mean by that, we don't have the luxury of copious amount of walls to put up puzzles on.
Yeah.
Because we already have so much exquisite artwork that I'm not going to put up a puzzle on the wall when I have so much artwork.
Okay.
Like,
we're going to go
a lot of artwork.
We'll go ahead and take another quick break here.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back to have a couple more little items here, including our new segment of In the News. So you're not going to want to miss that. You're watching PTV Live.
Welcome to the heartbeat of Orlando, where style meets the Sunshine State. Express your love for Orlando with our casual line of clothing, celebrating the iconic 407 area code. Feel the vibe. Wear the pride. 407 Original Brand Apparel. Available at theorlandoguy.com.
Gonna make it after all.
You're watching PTV.
Of course, that last spot just showed the last 4 videos that we've uploaded on our channel.
I have a question from Michelle the Quilter. Do you still have that puzzle that's all with nothing but chocolate? Can you take a picture of it and send it? Because I would love to make that. It sounds like a blast.
Yeah. All right, everyone, don't panic. Megan is here. Okay.
Yeah, I would love to know what kind of chocolate puzzle that was.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. Okay.
If they even still make it.
We'll go ahead and let's go ahead and check
next segment, please.
Yeah, let's check out. So this happened. Okay. So we're gonna run through these pretty quick supper time. We've been having some pretty good dinners around here. Doug is an excellent cook, and I benefit from it greatly. Sometimes other people that come to visit also benefit from it. So I just want to show you a couple of items that
people are fascinated over food.
Yeah. We just had this last night. It's a wonton soup with shrimp. I'll tell you, this was fantastic. I posted this picture on our Instagram. We realized that we didn't have soy sauce or sesame oil in the house.
Can you believe that?
So we used Bachin's Japanese barbecue sauce, and it was perfect with this. Fantastic. Gave us exactly what we wanted.
That was last night.
So we had that an Asian cuisine thing. Then we had Italian. Sorry, wrong picture. Doug made a pasta carbonara, which also had little bits of pancetta there, and served it with roasted broccoli. Another fantastic dish. I love
pasta carbonara. Is the egg and cheese and just very basic and plain.
Have you ever had carbonara, Ben?
Probably. I don't remember.
Unfortunately, it's not super traditional because the little bits of meat should be made with guanciale. And that's a whole Italian thing. It is hard to find. And it's basically the jowls of a pig. Then it's smoked. It's kind of like bacon, but I just use pancetta because I've tried. And you think we're in a foodie world here in the Bay Area. It's hard to find guanciale.
Yeah. but I'll tell you, it's definitely worth it. And then over the weekend, Doug just made this. That is a Western bacon cheeseburger. I know, Ben, you like this one. It's
yeah.
very simple barbecue sauce with onion rings, bacon's under there, some cheese, and a nice sirloin patty. Uh,
With the
tell you,
barbecue sauce.
yeah, we never have to go to a burger joint if we don't want to because Doug has perfected making burgers at home.
Yes. We used fed buns.
Yeah, we use buns
Burger
from
is a-
Fuddruckers.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, that burger is a work of art. Donna, I agree.
It's not
It really
sloppy.
is.
It still has just a tinge of pink in it. Oh, so fine. Matt made me some rice pudding this year. Or tonight.
Tonight. Wow.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, Sherry is not here. Obviously, she's not. But she has been doing this. She's been celebrating her birthday.
With her children and her grands.
That is a pavlova, which is a lot of meringue with fruit on top. It's absolutely fantastic. It's great. It's not too sweet. It's not too dense. It's just very good.
Yes. It's
Doug, is that the same as hog gel we use in Tennessee to season bacon? Yes, Ken. Yes,
exactly
that's
the
exactly
same.
what it is. Guanciale.
Guanciale, yeah. It's hog, pig yumminess.
One of our villagers also sent me a picture this week. Our friend Scotty from Canada.
Lives in Sacramento.
Yeah, he's the one that gave us this. Okay, so he provided that. He sent me a picture, and take a look at this. It's the Quetzal Garden House. And he said, I didn't know Sherry lived in San Luis Obispo. This is in San Luis Obispo. So, which is on the central coast of California. I didn't even know this place existed, but Scotty said, hey, look at this. Look what I found. So he sent me a picture of that. I thought, I've got to share that with everyone. So,
Okay.
Next. Okay, so apparently Daniela loved the Taste of Canada.
Yeah.
She loved the Taste of Canada thing. So yeah.
A lot of Canadian friends. It's amazing.
Yes, we do. Yes, Megan says the pavlova was great. Okay, so Ben visited over the weekend, and we went to the Frugal Hoosier. We had lunch together. We worked on the segment that's coming up. You'll see what this is all about in the news. You're not going to want to miss this. It's pretty funny. So, yeah, Ben, what stands out about your little visit that you had with us?
Well, it was trying to figure out what we were going to do for lunch.
The first place we went to
Wingstop because I wanted a chicken sandwich. Big surprise. When we went into the restaurant, Arnie and Doug said, okay, be prepared. Their soda machine may be on the fritz. So before we even went to the counter to try and ask to order a sandwich and any sides or whatever, we checked the soda machine. And they've got one of those all-inclusive soda machines from Coca-Cola where you can choose one of 900 flavors that they have in their machine.
Oh, I hate them.
And the machine was off. You could not get a soda, and they had stickers on the front of the machine, which means the machine's been out for quite a while if those stickers are there. It says no carbonation. I'm thinking, how do you have a soda machine without any carbonation? Couldn't they have at least gone out to pick up a soda stream or something and made hand-pumped bubbly water for everybody? I mean,
That's
my gosh,
yeah,
how
freestyle.
difficult.
Coca-Cola Freestyle. That's
I
a
hate
Donna.
those things. The freestyle, I'm not a fan.
No, and anytime I go to pour a soda out of one of those machines, I have to prime the spout so my Diet Coke doesn't wind up tasting like strawberry orange root beer.
Right.
Yeah.
So I actually waste, unfortunately, I'll sit there and push the button so I can kind of clean out Because you're right. I want the soda not to taste like cherry, orange, root beer. It sullies it up so you don't get the fresh flavor.
Yeah.
And the restaurant, it looks sticky, and it was sticky. And we walked.
Yeah, we walked out.
So we wound up going to Jack in the Box for chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Stormwatch 2024. Today there was a threat, possible tornado activity, tornadic activity in the Sacramento Valley. I don't know that anything materialized. There was a potential water spout off the coast of San Mateo County, but things are starting to calm down now. The sun has started to go down.
Well, it's raining now.
Weather activity is going down. It is raining right now. We're not sure how much rain we're going to get, but it's just part of our storm watch that we have just
We're getting
come
storms.
to expect. Oh, and Sherry said a tornado did touch down in Oroville.
That's what the guy we watched this climatologist, meteorologist guy who's really popular out there. His name is Dr. Daniel Swain. He goes by Weather West.
WeatherWest.com.
He has a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Weather West is his YouTube channel. So check him out.
He's a total climatologist, scientist, geek, and he goes on and explains weather in a great term. It's fun. It's just
he describes it in a way that you're able to grasp it and understand.
All right.
Yeah, we don't get tornadoes like Midwest, but we can get a little tornado.
Yeah. So the word glow means a lot of different things. But in the case, if you're a Disney-phile and you go to the parks, you know what glow means. Those are the glow carts that go up and down Main Street and other parts of the parks when they're selling anything that glows in the dark. Check this out. We went to Target this week, and there was a glow cart in the parking lot of Target.
Oh, they were hawking their wares.
This was, I think, the night before Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. But there it is, Target. And they had a glow cart right there in the parking lot.
No, this was Tuesday, the day before.
Yeah, the day before Valentine's Day.
So, yeah, there were hawking stuff. And I drove up and I was like, ooh. Okay, that's in the Target parking lot.
So, Paul says that it was an EF0 out there. So, that's a very low level.
Yeah,
tornado.
It's just,
But still, it was a tornado. All right, everyone. Now, like I said, we have a new segment called In the News. And it's a similar format to this of So This Happened, but check it out. Okay, in the news. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the airplane surprise. Ben, why don't you go ahead and read the story?
Okay. This is a story that Doug found on NBC News late last week. It says passengers aboard a Delta flight from Amsterdam to Detroit got a surprising and disgusting announcement from the pilot an hour into their flight. They'd be turning around due to maggots falling from a bag in an overhead bin, showering a passenger in the process.
Oh, God, you could also see people just vomit, too.
Maggots, the larvae of flies, were found falling from a bag carrying an apparently rotten fish on Delta Flight 133 on Tuesday, a passenger said. Maggots, which are small and worm-like, are typically found in decaying organic matter.
Who wrote that?
I don't know.
Producer really loved writing that. He's like, organic matter. I mean, the people who write these things have nothing else better to do. It's like a creative. This is a perfect, when you're told to do a creative writing story, this is what you would come up with.
Yes. It says, I noticed the lady on the other end was doing something on the empty chair next to her, but I couldn't quite see. I kind of peeked over again and I saw that there were a couple of maggots on the chair that she was trying to kind of contain and stop from falling off the chair.
Oh,
I would burn the plane. I mean, you just
Oh my
Yes.
God. That's just all kinds of disgusting.
Orange Cone Vlog, we're so sorry.
The story goes on for quite a while, but needless to say, I I would not want to have maggots falling from an overhead bin onto my head. That would just creep me out.
Yeah.
Dead fish. I mean, how did he even?
Paul says, I think we need to go back to the medical segment. Well,
Yes.
you know what? Maggots can do in treatment of open wounds. There are people that actually want maggots in their open wounds for some reason. I don't get it. I do not understand that.
Nope.
Just as maggots, the ants of the skies.
I would go on a plane because I would already smell it. Because
All right.
you can smell dead fish.
Then, next story.
Yeah,
Surplus
next story.
find.
Okay. This is from Bellevue, Washington, and this is from early February. It says, an inert rocket of the type used to carry a nuclear warhead has been found in the garage of a home of a deceased resident in Washington state. Bellevue police responded Thursday to a report of a military-grade rocket in the garage of a home in the city across Lake Washington from Seattle. Police said an Air Force museum in Dayton, Ohio, had called Wednesday evening to report an offer to donate the item, which a neighbor said had been purchased at an estate sale.
They found it at an estate sale.
I buy cookbooks at an estate sale vintage Christmas, not my nuclear warhead.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, seriously?
The story goes on to say there was no warhead attached and there was no rocket fuel, essentially meaning that the item was an artifact with no explosive hazard.
I hope not.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
That's a true hoarder. I mean, you gotta, let's talk about collecting crap.
You have brought home a lot of stuff from estate sales, Doug, but I've never seen you bring home a nuclear warhead.
No.
No inert rockets or anything like that. No.
We don't have the room. We have too many Christmas trees we have to put up with.
Okay. Yeah. Enough of the surplus. Ben, the next story here. Yeah. Is...
This is disgusting.
Yeah, this is
this
dog dragged in.
Yeah, this is from last week on Sunday, February 11th. It says a U.S. Custom and Border Protection dog sniffed out something unusual in luggage from a traveler returning from Africa. Mummified monkeys. The passenger returning from a visit to the Democratic Republic of Congo reported that the luggage contained dried fish, but an inspection at Boston Logan Airport revealed dead and dehydrated bodies of 4 monkeys. The traveler said he brought the monkeys into the U.S. for his own consumption.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, we're already banned. People want crafts now. Yeah, I knew this was not going to last.
Please bring the crafting back.
Yeah, this is not going to last. I knew
we will have crafts next week.
Yeah, that you consume this. I mean, talk about your Gibbons monkey throwing poop at you. These monkeys no longer do that.
Yes.
It is disgusting.
And he was actually going to probably make it like some kind of medicinal drink or something like that, grind it up. And
instead of having it like brothy, you're going, extra money tonight?
The potential dangers posed by bringing bushmeat into the U.S. are real. Bushmeat can carry germs that cause illness, including Ebola.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
Yeah, this is the whole...
hey, we're the monkeys.
I'll stick to my meat that comes in cellophane and plastic from Costco, thank you. I'm sorry. I get there's international cultures, but... not gonna happen.
Yeah,
that is our in the news segment for this week.
Yes,
and we're gonna probably lose. I hear people unsubscribing from us. Unsubscribe, unfollow, stop.
Oh,
Sherry will be back next week. We've got a craft already set up so that she will be doing something for St. Patrick's Day. But that was in the news.
Yeah.
We promise next time they will not be as disgusting as that. But man, we saw those and said, okay,
those were extreme.
They were extreme. They were very extreme.
When you realize that this is happening in the world, we have a very boring life. I mean, a serious boring life.
I just found the stories amusing.
So yeah, when Sherry said she was going to stay, we're like, oh, let's
Hashtag
do this.
bring back Sherry. Bring Sherry back.
Oh my gosh.
Please come back, Sherry.
No, I hear all the unsubscribe. I really do. We're dropping like flies here, people.
Cassidy, you're right. At least for 1 week, and this is what happens.
Yeah, the show goes to a pile of poo-poo.
Okay. Well, everyone, that is our show for tonight. We thank you so much. You're going to see some things that we did during the week.
Oy vey.
With the moment of groovy. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that because we had some fun going to a couple places. We went to Trader Joe's.
Yeah, we went to places.
Yeah, we went places.
We had to get some provisions.
But you can see some of the things that went. Donna, that segment was gnarly.
It was pretty gross. I would have not got on the plane because I have a schnoz. I would have smelt the dead fish before getting on the plane and saying, nope.
Okay, everyone. We will be back next week, same time.
Nope.
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, here on Pepper Tree Villa. You've been watching PTV Live tonight. We're going to be showing you the moment of groovy in just a second. In the meantime, everyone, thank you so much for watching tonight. We love spending this time with you. We know you can do anything on a Monday night, and hopefully you won't be doing anything else other than enjoying our show on Monday nights. Everyone, I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
You've been watching PTV Live. We'll be back next week with another edition of PTV Live here at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. I think it's time for us to have dinner.
Let's go get your monkey bread. Bye.
Time for your moment of groove, everyone. Good night.